Hey guys, so welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be like when I first got diagnosed with celiac disease, and I thought today I would film outside because it actually feels pretty good outside to be Florida. Like, it feels so good, and plus I wanted to change up the scenery besides my room, and it actually feels really good outside. So, let's get to this video. Okay, so when I first got diagnosed, I was living in England, and they didn't think anything of it when I first got diagnosed because I was working out a lot more in England than I do here, so I looked kind of thin, like really thin, and I started losing a lot of weight in my face. Like right here started looking like an old person, or I had some type of other sickness. So a friend of my mom's that I was really close to, my mom was really close to in England, told my mom that like, oh, is Caroline okay? Like, she's looking really thin. And I didn't think anything of it because it's already hard enough for me to gain weight. So I thought, it's just me working out all the time. Like, there's nothing wrong. So I'm sorry if, I suck at telling stories. Like, I am so sorry if this is kind of like all over the place. I'm trying to like remember how all happened, but when because I was like 17, so this was like 3 or 4 years ago when I first got diagnosed. My mom made a doctor's appointment and told her like I was losing weight. Well, they thought it was just because I was working out a lot, so they made me do like 3 appointments, and I think she made me like go on a strict like water diet or something. I don't quite remember like exactly what happened, but I had like 3 appointments, and each appointment they were checking my weight. It was pretty much just like a weight appointment. And so I think the first time I weighed like 94 pounds, and then I gained like 2 ounces, so they thought like everything was normal after that. And I think the next one I stayed the same, so like, oh my gosh, you're gaining weight. I can't quite remember like what happened to the story or like what quite happened after this, but pretty much they knew that something else was still wrong because I still like looked really thin. And if you guys go back through my Instagram, you guys can probably see like pictures of where my ribs were like showing like really bad. Like, I was not gaining any type of weight at all. And we got diagnosed when we were 17, and I think we had our like biopsy done like 3 days before we were actually turning 18. So it was really scary at first. I didn't know what to think at all. It affected me more than my sister because I was just losing so much weight. I was not getting weight like at all. And when I did my biopsy and they did an ultrasound on my stomach, they told me that like my small intestine was really bad inflamed, like super bad inflamed. Like, I had a severe case of a gluten allergy. I don't that much anymore just because I eat better and I eat like what I should, and now that I know that like I'm diagnosed with celiac disease. But at first they were like really worried because I did have a severe case. I probably had it a lot younger than 17, but it didn't affect me until I was 17. So at 17 years old, you're so used to eating pretty much everything you like, fried chicken and just all the good foods. And it was really a struggle for me to go to a diet. I think the same day or like the next day that I got diagnosed, I told my mom that I wanted Chick-fil-A. It might have been Chick-fil-A, it might have been some other restaurant that I know I could not eat once I got like a full-on diet. So I can't remember like the last food that me and my mom went to, but I told my mom, I was like, hey, I want this food before I start my transitioning and stuff like that. So I can't remember the food, but I remember that day that I was just like so distraught that I had to like start eating gluten-free stuff. But now like I'm kind of getting used to it. I kind of like it a lot more because I feel like if I was able to eat as much fast food, it would be unhealthy for me. So the fact that I can't eat fast food actually helps me a lot. Going back to like when I first started losing weight, my mom thought it was a lot more, and I remember just sitting in my room telling my mom that I did not like want to make a doctor's appointment. And I know that sounds crazy because like, if there's something wrong, people want to know wrong, but I don't like to know like what's wrong with me. I know it sounds weird, it freaks me out, it stresses me out. I don't like, you know, something seriously wrong with me, and that's what freaked me out when my mom was like, oh, we need to make a doctor's appointment, because my mom just wanted to make sure like I didn't have like cancer or anything, because like cancer can make you like lose a ton of weight and stuff. So I get where my mom was coming from, but from my point of perspective, I did not like want to go to the doctor. Like the doctor freaks me out because I know a lot of people say they're afraid of the dentist, but I'm more scared of the doctor than the dentist, and I think that's why I want to become a dental hygienist, because the dentist doesn't scare me. The doctor scares me because I feel like there's a lot more to your body than just your teeth to me. So once I get that past my head, you know, it's like, you know, teeth does not bother me, my mouth doesn't bother me, but the doctor bothers me because you can have so much stuff wrong with you. And yeah, so it was really a hassle getting me to the doctor. Luckily, I got over it and went, because if I didn't, who knows where I would be today. With that, I still don't 100% eat the best, because, you know, any restaurant you go into, you're going to have cross-contamination, like their french fries and stuff like that, because, you know, they're going to be fried in the same thing. If a restaurant offers onion rings, it's going to be dropped in the same fryer, so, you know, there's going to be a lot of cross-contamination. So the only thing that I wish I could eat that is, like, not gluten-free is crispy chicken, or like a spicy crispy chicken. Spicy chickens and crispy chickens are like my most like favorite thing in the world to eat. And then like once I got diagnosed, it like kind of made me upset that I like could not eat that stuff anymore, because I really like that stuff, and I cannot find like crispy chicken patties that are gluten-free nowhere. I can only find my chicken tenders that are gluten-free that I like at Target. The thing that like sucks kind of being gluten-free is that like not a lot of restaurants, like I would rather eat at a restaurant than fast food, and not a lot of restaurants offer like gluten-free sensitive stuff. So restaurants now are opening more to being gluten-free sensitive, but it's a lot of like their burgers and stuff. And I know they're offering gluten-free bread, but I think gluten-free bread is disgusting. I'll eat it if I'm like craving something. Like I've been really into grilled cheeses, and it's okay if like the bread is like toasted or fried, but like a plain sandwich I cannot do. I don't know why. I just think it's so grainy, and like I just feel like it has no taste. I honestly never thought I would have a gluten allergy. Now that like I am gluten-free, I'm just thinking like how much more of a healthier lifestyle that I have. I do kind of miss it though, like being able to eat gluten, because there's some stuff I've been wanting onion rings so bad. I tried making them, and if you have not seen that video, you guys could check it out. It was bad. Like, I could not make them. I think it was because, like, I used the wrong flour or something. I don't really know, but that is the one top thing I have been craving too, is gluten-free onion rings. I also feel like really bad sometimes having gluten allergy, because sometimes I'll go over to my boyfriend's grandmother's house, and she'll make like 2 meals, one for me and then one for him, and I feel so bad because like gluten-free stuff is expensive. Like actual gluten-free, like it's expensive. I know like to buy gluten-free bread, or like at a restaurant they charge like $2 extra just for it to be gluten-free, and I think even at Publix for my gluten-free chicken nuggets are like $10. I have never seen like normal like non-gluten be more expensive than $10. Like I think the most that I've seen is like $6 at the most, so now I'm paying like $10 just for gluten-free chicken nuggets. It's crazy because I'm in the store and no box dinners really, because I have to bring my lunch, because I work at a restaurant, but like they don't offer like a lot of gluten-free stuff, and I always don't like own a burger or like a grilled chicken all the time, and plus it's like super expensive. I don't like just like spending like money on that. I like to like buy my lunch and do that stuff, but like walking around the store, there's hardly like any box dinners that are like gluten-free at all. Oh, and Chinese food. I have been wanting some Chinese food so bad, but they don't make anything gluten-free. If y'all have like any like recommendations on like fast food restaurants that offer gluten-free, or just like things that are gluten-free, please tell me down in the comments, because I really do want to try new things, because I have been diagnosed for I've had a gluten allergy for like the past 3 years now, and I feel like I eat the same thing over and over because I know it's safe, but like I want to try new things. So if you guys have like any ideas or like anything that you guys know that are gluten-free, please let me know. If you have like any more questions, please comment them down below as well, and I'll try to make a video on that and discuss more, because like if you guys have a gluten allergy, I kind of like want to help you guys out because I want you guys to help me out. So if you guys have like any questions, or if you guys just recently got diagnosed with gluten allergy and you guys like want to know like my tips and tricks of living with it, you guys should definitely comment down that below too, because I'll try to make a video on it as best as I can. Hope this video kind of made sense. This is just more of like the beginning of how I got diagnosed and like how I'm living with celiac disease. Pretty much it all started, to like sum it up, like what I was saying, was just me losing tons of weight, and then we went through like multiple things of testing to figure out that I did have a gluten allergy, and I was distraught once I found out, because you know I've been eating gluten for 17 years, and to find out at 17 that you're allergic to gluten was kind of heartbreaking. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please give this video a thumbs up and a like, and just like I said before, if you guys have any more questions, feel free to comment down below and I'll try to make a video as best as I can. Bye guys!